Hello YouTube, my name is Zadarkus and welcome to another tier list of junglers, this time to help you win more games. The best jungler I'm going to give you, the first one is going to be Udyr, a jungler that I have been playing quite a lot and it's been working, and you may as well know it works because yeah, we're starting to see him because it has an insanely strong build on him. I'm talking about the AP build using the Runic Echoes passive to do more damage in your Phoenix stance, but of course your Turtle stance will make you even tankier because it scales with AP. Now if you want, you can also add an Iceborne Gauntlet on him that gives you more mana to spam his spells longer, and as well give the slow to the enemies, making it almost impossible to get away from him. In the late game you can become insanely tanky and still do good amount of damage and of course open the gates. So I would strongly suggest in picking a Udyr or ban him, because you may be unlucky and get to play against one of these Udyrs that gonna, well, melt everybody in your team or just ignore you and open the gates. Anyway, the next one is going to be Graves. Graves with an insanely good clear and high damage output in a short period of time. In other words, insanely good burst can work really well in the jungle if you want a good damage dealer. Now with the new item coming out, he can even do more thanks to the flat armor penetration and of course the passive of the item. You can do insanely well for your team, but of course I recommend having at least a tanky top laner or support, since you don't really have good amounts of CC. It's all about that damage output. So yeah, if you want a damage dealer and if you want to carry some games killing people, Graves is a great option. The next one is going to be Master Yi. Yes, Master Yi in this meta may work a lot because we will start seeing a lot of assassins in the future because of the changes Riot is making, the balances and the new items. Assassins are going to be more seen in the jungle, in the mid lane and even in the top lane, and therefore Master Yi against a team that doesn't have that much of CC, against a team that is more squishy, stacking the power and all that nice stuff, can get a pentakill most likely and most easily. The next jungler I'm going to tell you is of course Jarvan. Jungler that can adapt to the situation. He can be more tanky or go more damage dealer. He can do quite well against most of these meta guys. His overall utility to the team is great, unless you dig a grave for all your team with your ultimate, but you can buff your team's attack speed with the flag and do a key ultimate against the enemy team that can change the tides of fight. You can as well playing him more aggressive and burst most of the people with again the new item joining up on your arsenal. Now the honorable mentions will be, of course, Dr. Mundo in the jungle, because if you get tanky enough you can mess the life of all those assassins because you will be most likely unkillable. The clear is okay and he scales off pretty well. Of course the ganks are not the best, but if you hit your Q you can have pretty viable ganks with him. The next one is going to be Lee Sin, the double-edged sword jungler that you either do really well or you just completely suck. But Lee Sin is great against assassins, being one as well that can do a good use of the new item and as well just outplay the enemy assassins, since he does have the damage, the outplay potential and the burst to play against them. The last honorable mention will be Fizz as well, working really well with the runic item. in the jungle and can have a more tankier approach while still doing a lot of damage to the enemy team. The ganks are pretty okay, and after level 6 the ganks start being actually pretty good, so I would also recommend Fizz as honorable mention. You know, my name has been Zadarkus, this video was made for you, hope you like it. If you did, please give me that like up, it helps out a lot. Comment if you have something to say, something to ask, I will read it and I will reply. If you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe, and of course you can watch me stream at twitch.tv/Zadarkus. This video was as always made for you. I ask you to be awesome and stay awesome by having an awesome day. See ya in the next one.